Hi everyone, welcome to Basic Science Series. I'm your host Lokendra Kumar, and today we will be discussing some of the important historical events in the area of biotechnology. As we all know, biotechnology is nothing but the combination of biology and technology. We'll discuss what are the different factors that are important for the biotechnology in general, and then we'll discuss some of the important discoveries that happened in the area of biotechnology. And now what we see, which is the modern biotechnology, is the contribution of all the discoveries that has been done in the past. So without any delay, let's get started. So we'll start with the introduction, and let me write out the topic, which is biotechnology history. So in this one, what I will basically discuss is the year and the scientist that has been involved in the discovery of specific, I would say, principle or specific scientific knowledge in the area of biotechnology. So first, let me tell you what is biotechnology. Biotechnology is nothing but the combination of biology and technology. And you'll see it is not just in the area of biology. Biotechnology is a combination of various sciences. It includes biological sciences, it includes physical sciences as well as the chemical sciences. In the biological sciences, since it's the main part of the biotechnology, we study various living organisms using physical sciences and some of the important methods of the physical sciences. How we analyze the data, how we interpret the data, how we use technological interventions, and then chemical sciences and engineering, I would say, is also an important part of the biotechnology. So biotechnology is a multidisciplinary field, and a lot of research has been done in this area. And finally, we have modern biotechnology, and biotechnology is emerging field, and lots of research has been done in this area. We are getting new technologies that are applied in health sciences. We are getting digital technologies, especially for the medical sciences. So all this is part of the biotechnology. Now let's see. The first discovery that I'm taking is 1663, when cell term basically was given by Robert Hooke. So that is one of the important landmark discoveries. After that, 1677, where Antonie van Leeuwenhoek analyzed various biological samples using his own invention, his own microscope. He was able to see bacteria, he was able to see protozoa, and basically he was able to see things that human eye was unable to see. That's why later he was known as the father of microbiology. After that, 1862, Louis Pasteur. So one of the important researcher, one of the important scientists, was able to decode the bacterial origin of fermentation. So this is an important landmark discovery in the biology. 1863, when Gregor Mendel, he was able to provide the information of laws of inheritance. So I'm sure that many of you are already aware of this name. His contribution to the genetics is huge. So we have the father of genetics. He gave the laws of inheritance, and they are very, very important. They laid down the foundation of all the genetic principle that we now study. This is one of my favorite discoveries. The next is 1878. 1878, you have Walther Fleming, who was able to provide the information regarding chromatin and chromosomes. So that again, this is a huge step in our understanding of the chromosomes. Now, 1881, when Louis Pasteur again made a landmark contribution in the area of vaccines. He was able to prepare vaccines for cholera and anthrax. These are one of the deadliest diseases at that particular time, and he was able to make vaccine against these. So huge contribution to science, right? Next, you have, again, he was in basically 1885, rabies vaccine was prepared, and it was tested on Joseph Mister. Joseph Mister was the one of the first person who got the rabies vaccine, and this particular vaccine was prepared by Louis Pasteur and also in combination with Emily Rocks. So these two people are getting credit. Basically, they needs to be credited for the rabies vaccine discovery. Next, Alexander Fleming, one of the important landmark in the history of biotechnology, history of microbiology, history of biology, where antibiotics were discovered. I would say first antibiotic, which is penicillin, was discovered. So Alexander Fleming, 1928. So these are some of the important, I would say, events in the history of biotechnology, in the history of microbiology, or in biology in general. See, these are some of the important historical events. I will cover much more some of the other important historical events in my next video. So please stay tuned and watch that particular video so that you have the idea of what are the important historical events that happened in the field of biotechnology. So let's refresh again. What we have studied is basically nothing but the biotechnology in general. We understood that biotechnology is just not biology, it's not a part of biology, but it is a multidisciplinary area where you have biological sciences, chemical sciences, as well as physical sciences working together. In 1663, we discussed that Robert Hooke, he was able to postulate about the cell. 1677, Antonie van Leeuwenhoek discovered the bacteria. 1862, Louis Pasteur, he was able to understand the fermentation. 1863, Gregor Mendel, law of inheritance. 1878, Walther Fleming, chromatin and chromosomes. 1881, Louis Pasteur, he gave the vaccine for cholera and anthrax. 1885, rabies vaccine. And 1928, Alexander Fleming was able to discover the antibiotics. And whenever something happens, something like this, like all these events happens, it opens up a new area of science. It opens up an amazing area of science where people can contribute, and that particular science go into a direction and diversify further. So these are important, some of the important events in the biotechnology. So I hope with this video tutorial I was able to convey these particular discoveries, and I hope that you will remember the dates and you will remember what are these discoveries and who are the inventors or scientists behind these discoveries. I'll meet you in my next video. Till then, take care.